Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. More Blood and Plunder here as we work our way through the last few French commanders. Today we're taking a look at Daniel Dauger de Subercase, 25-pointer. Historic commander. Here we can lead Canadian militia or the French army. So we've jumped up here from some of the recent videos where we only have characters with the 8-inch command. We're rocking a nice solid 12 and 2 command points. Has a pistol and a standard melee weapon. Sadly no brace there, but it's all right. And then for the 25 points here on our investment, we're getting lead by example, motivated, and bold. So 3 abilities. Let's take a look and see what we get for this character. So lead by example, again, we've seen that over and over again. If the unit the unit that includes this commander causes an opposing unit to be removed from the game, casualties or routing, everybody can remove a point of fatigue. We've said it, every video that we've seen that a commander has that. It's a fantastic ability, right? We do need to keep our commander up and running as long as possible, so ideally we stick him in a good, solid unit. And then at very key points, we want to engage opposing units. So ideally they've already been beat up on a little bit. Maybe they're pretty hefty on fatigue. Maybe they're just down to the last few models, but those are the ones we really just want to focus down because, again, we want to trigger this ability as much as possible. Anytime we get free stuff in the game, it's fantastic. And in this case, if you think about it, like let's say we had like 5 or 6 units that all had like at least 1 point of fatigue on them, we get this to go off, right? That's that much fatigue removed, absolutely. Certainly can take things from being shaken to not shaken, freeing up that extra action if they had 2 fatigue, right? So on and so forth. But think of just all the time that saves as far as instead of spending actions on rallying, doling out command points for that stuff, like we're just healing up the force, our army by this rule. So really good stuff there, as always. Motivated, we've seen that a few times, I think. When this commander uses a command point to give a unit an action, this commander's unit may take a point of fatigue to give an additional action. So it's almost like a sort of super command point in that sense. And again, we have a way of certainly easily getting rid of fatigue as well. So this is a great one too, right? We don't have any fatigue. We take the point of fatigue to give a unit another action. The additional action on top of that. And then maybe when we're actually doing our own action, like let's shoot or fight or something like that, we get to lead by example to go off. We've removed our own fatigue again as well. So it's kind of a neat little engine that we have there. So motivated is a great one. So we just got to be careful not to get caught out by any opposing units that can maybe inflict more fatigue than we ideally want as well. So can be situational at times, but a good ability. And then bold is always good. So the commander may always use command points normally, even if the attached unit is shaken or engaged in melee combat. So really just keeps the command points coming here and getting as much effect and use out of the commander as possible, right? So that is a great one to have. So if things do turn a little bit dire, we can keep the commander functioning essentially at capacity as opposed to having to fight our way out of situations or things like that, or get unshaken to start using that. So all in all, a neat little package of abilities here. So lead by example is always great. Motivated is a fun one if we can certainly find the right actions to give to the units and make that very relevant. Although, again, at the risk of a fatigue for us. So if we're staring down like multiple enemy unit activations that are close by, that could potentially wreck our commander's unit. Probably want to hold off on that, but in the right situations, motivated is definitely an awesome ability. And bold will ideally keep the character up and running as long as possible as well with command points. So let us know, guys, if you have fielded Daniel Dauger in your forces. Have you done it in Canadian militia or French army? How has that gone for you? Have you been on the other end of facing him, perhaps? Hit us up in the comments, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more Blood and Plunder. Thank you for watching.